Why motivation is the key in language learning. Hello, and welcome to another episode of our English Learning Podcast. My name is Jane, and today I want to talk about something that is even more important than grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation. It is the one factor that decides if you will continue learning or if you will stop. That factor is motivation. What is motivation? Motivation is the inner energy that pushes us to act. It is the reason why you open your English book after a long day, why you listen to a podcast while walking, and why you don't give up when learning feels hard. Without motivation, even the best resources and the best teacher cannot help. With motivation, even simple tools can bring great results. Think about it. Two students start learning English. Both have the same teacher, the same textbook, the same homework. But one of them has a strong reason. She wants to travel abroad, she dreams about working in another country, she wants to understand movies in English. The other student has no real reason. He just studies because it is required at school. After a few months, the motivated student improves quickly, while the other one loses interest. The difference is not in ability, but in motivation. My story of motivation. When I started learning English, my motivation was very weak. I thought, it's just another subject. But then something happened. One day, I met a tourist who did not speak my native language. He asked me for directions. I tried to help, but I could not explain in English. I felt embarrassed. I thought, if I knew English, I could have helped him. That day, I promised myself, I will learn English, because I want to communicate with people from other countries. That moment gave me strong motivation. Later, my motivation grew stronger when I discovered English songs and movies. I wanted to understand the lyrics of my favorite songs. I wanted to watch movies without subtitles. Each time I understood a new word in a song, I felt a little victory. Those small victories gave me energy to continue. Types of motivation. There are two main types of motivation. 1. Extrinsic motivation, when we study because of outside reasons, like passing an exam, getting a job, or receiving a certificate. 2. Intrinsic motivation, when we study because we enjoy the process itself, the joy of understanding, the fun of speaking, the pleasure of progress. Both are important, but intrinsic motivation is more powerful for the long term. If you enjoy learning English, you will continue even when there is no exam or no teacher watching you. How to build motivation. Let me share some strategies that helped me and many other learners. Find your why. Ask yourself, why do I want to learn English? Is it for travel? For work? For friendship? Write your reason on paper and look at it every day. Set small goals. Instead of saying, I will become fluent, say, I will learn 10 phrases this week. Small goals are easier to reach, and every success builds motivation. Celebrate progress. After you finish a lesson, give yourself a reward. It can be something simple, like a favorite snack, a walk, or listening to your favorite song. Make learning fun. Choose content you like, songs, movies, podcasts, YouTube videos. If you enjoy the material, motivation will come naturally. Track your journey. Keep a journal of new words, sentences, or funny mistakes. When you look back, you will see how far you have come. Common problems with motivation. Of course, motivation is not always strong. Sometimes you will feel tired, sometimes bored, sometimes hopeless. That is normal. The key is not to wait for perfect motivation. The key is to continue even when motivation is low. For example, when I felt lazy, I told myself, I will just listen for 5 minutes. Often, after 5 minutes, I wanted to continue longer. A small start created more motivation. Another common problem is comparing yourself to others. Maybe your friend speaks better, or you see people on the internet learning very fast. Comparison kills motivation. Remember, your journey is unique. Move at your own speed. A simple exercise. After this podcast, take a notebook and write your personal reason for learning English. Make it specific. For example, I want to learn English because I dream of traveling to London and speaking with people there. Or, I want to improve my English so I can get a better job in 2 years. Put this sentence on the first page of your notebook. Look at it whenever you feel tired. It will remind you of your why. Final thoughts. So, why is motivation the key in language learning? Because motivation is the fuel for the journey. Without fuel, the car cannot move. Without motivation, the student cannot progress. But with motivation, even small steps become powerful, and even difficult tasks become possible. Remember, motivation is not something you have once and keep forever. It is something you must build, protect, and renew every day. Find your reason, set your goals, celebrate your progress, and don't stop. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I hope this story and these tips inspire you to find and strengthen your own motivation. Stay positive, keep practicing, and remember, your motivation is the key to success. See you in the next episode.